reality in itself is completely subjective because that's reality. Reality is not what happens to you. That's how things are going, right? But reality in itself, really, the way you're experiencing life, the way we're all life, is what happens to me, mixed with the story I tell myself based on what's happened to me, will create this outcome for me. What is up, Grind Gang? How you living, baby? I hope you're living and loving your life today. Today, we are going to talk about the reasons why we do what we do. Really just going to talk about the reasons why, right? The reasons why. It's going to be a very interesting conversation. I hope you stick through. I think it'll be very powerful and useful to you to understand these concepts in directing your own life and creating the reality in which you want to create. So, we're going to wait for someone to come in. Almost dropped all my weed right there. That'd have been tragic. Get modified. What up, boy? Great energy today, my friend. The best of energies today. Today and every day. You know what I mean? High vibrations. If you believe in the law of attraction, you have to believe in the law of vibration. You know, that's where it starts. And so, your vibrations today, I think that's honestly more so the law of attraction than anything. Who cares about knowing that you attract what you are? Like, that doesn't help you. Really, the power in that then is creating who you are. You know, if you attract what you are, the power is not in just knowing that you're attracting that, right? So if you say, oh, I know the law of attraction, but you're being a shitty energy, you know what I mean? Or you're putting out shitty energy or whatever the case may be, are you efficiently practicing the law of attraction? I mean, you are. But do you care? Nah. So it all starts with the law of vibration. You know what I mean? Really, I think that the law of vibration and the law of polarity are the two stronger of the universal laws to me than just the law of attraction. But, you know, the law of attraction gets its just due, so we give it to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely cool that you can bring to you what you are being. But like I said, too many times people get stuck on that. Like, that's a result of what you're being. You know what I mean? Like, we get too focused on what we get. So people, when they think of the law of attraction, they're like, this is what I get. I'm going to get a bunch of stuff out here. Like, I'm going to attract all these things to me. And you make it about the stuff that's away from you that you're going to pull towards you. But the longer you're focusing on that, this is not what we're going to talk about today, but since my man's Get Modified just kind of put us here, I'm going to jump on it. You know, when you focus on the things that you want to get, you're trying to manifest these things to you. What you end up doing is you end up creating a vibration of lack, you know? Like, you end up focusing on the fact that you don't have all those things that you want and that they're not coming to you quick enough or whatever. That's how you end up, you know, kind of twisting it in your mind, and you end up repelling it more than you end up, like, attracting it for yourself. Hopping in for 1 second to say I love you. Keep doing you. You're a superstar. Yes, Grill, have the best time ever. I hope you're just having an amazing 4th of July. Thank you so much for always showing some love and some good energy my way. I'm definitely enjoying my day as well. Obviously not doing anything in the sense of like parties or you know, barbecues or nothing like that. I'm probably going to watch a movie later and I'm going to stay on the grind. You know what I mean? Stay on the grind. I love holidays. They're so much fun. You know, a time for us to celebrate or time for us to enjoy our family and our friends and stuff. But it's an arbitrary excuse for me, you know? Like, I'm just not in a celebratory mood right now. I'm in a grind mood, you know? And so I'm not really interested in, like, kicking up and having, you know, whatever people are doing today. It just doesn't sound... I'm not big into chilling right now, and I think that's what a lot of people are going to do today. They're be like, it's 4th of July, so I'm going to chill, which I ain't knocking you, you know what I mean? Gotta chill sometime. But we've been in quarantine, you know what I mean? Like, we've been chilling, so it's like, the idea that I want to chill today is, like, not necessarily the case. All right. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about. Packing a bowl. Me too. Are you talking about me packing a bowl? Or are you talking about your packing a bowl? Because I'm definitely packing one. This is my favorite time to do lives. If you guys notice, this kind of have like a routine. You know, I wake up and I meditate and I do some things in the morning. And then I work out. And I read some stuff in the mornings too. That's why I'm usually talking about something. I don't know. Anyways, I like to study something. And then after all that's done, I come in here. I sit down real quick before I get deep in the computer or whatever I'm working on, and I talk to you guys for a little bit and see how the Grind Gang's doing, see if I can offer some value or some information for people today, and then I get on about my day. I do my grind. You know, I got to grind too, you know. Jeez, I'm working on some shit too. I do work. People act like I don't work. I work all the time. So anyways, Argentinian cracker. She's been using a lot of attraction lately with the way I present myself. I try to put out what I would like to see. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Put out what you'd like to see in return, right? But it starts with you. It starts with like how you're going to be and how you're going to put those things out into the universe. And then that will be reflected back to you. I agree. All right, so today we're going to talk about reasons why. And actually, if you've been following me for a while, gang, you know what this conversation is. I just titled it a little differently, and I'm going to package it a little differently. So stick with me. But if you've heard it before and you know it, then I'm not mad at you if you're going to dip on me. But we'll try to keep it a little short today because I know a lot of people got some fun things to do today. I said in my stories, if you watch my stories before we got to this live, I said, come to the live today with an answer to why the sky is blue. That's my question for you, gang. Did anybody come with any type of answer of why the sky is blue? Anybody know? Anybody know why the sky is blue? I know there'd be a little bit of a lag sometimes, so I'm just going to wait and chill and see if anybody got an answer. Brad Bond's out. He said, watch this later on. Yeah, they come up on IGTV, bro. I appreciate you. I'm going to listen to your music, too. I know you sent me some songs. I'm going to check them out. It's a reflection off the water. I've heard that. Let me see. I did Google it. Isn't Google cool? Like, isn't that cool that nowadays, like back in the day, all you could do is ask your moms or your dad. You'd be like, why is this? And they would be like, oh, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. I dropped out of high school. But then, you just put it into the Google box and it'll give you an answer. Okay. The short answer is, according to Google, is gases and particles in Earth's atmosphere scatter sunlight in all directions. Blue light is scattered more than other colors because it travels as shorter, smaller waves. And this is why we see a blue sky most of the time. Cool. So, yeah, I love Google too. And so, that's Google's answer to why is the sky blue. I don't know. I don't know. Thanks, Kibi. Appreciate you. Yo, we only started with that. We got plenty more videos coming for sure. Definitely check me out. I appreciate you. My boy Losty, he's just getting started too. We heavy on the grind. Yeah, I know, right? There's an actual reason. So they say that blue is a smaller wavelengths, yada, 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 yada. Here's where I like to twist it up a little bit. What we just talked about is how the sky gets blue. You know what I mean? The idea of the gases and the particles in Earth's atmosphere scatter all the sunlight, and then blue is the light that's left over, and so the sky is blue. That is how the sky gets blue. It's not why the sky is blue. Like, why is the sky not green? Why is blue the wavelength that has the shorter wave? Why isn't it purple? Why is there a sky at all? Right? This is where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of society, a lot of light, just people in general, we've started to mistake that idea of explaining how things happen as why they happen that way. And those are two fundamentally different questions. One tends to live in a world of religion, right? Well, why things? Well, so in science's attempt to explain why, they'll say how it does it. And then to facilitate what I'm talking about, that why still, they come up with, it's God. God made it that way. Okay, fine, right? Why do people have a hard time getting down with that God made it that way shit? Like, why is that, harder for people to accept or believe than the how the sky gets blue, right? Well, this is just the difference. One is factual. One is contextually real. Like me, you, everybody else, we can get together and we can observe together and confirm with each other the fact that the sky is actually blue. And then we can get together and we can study all the facts and all that shit and line it up to how the sky got that way, right? But when you talk about whys, there's nothing like that. There is no concrete answer. There's no a common agreed upon reasoning and why, right? why in itself is kind of make-believe. It's kind of, you just kind of make that shit up. People come up all the time with reasons why things are the way they are. Why our society is the way that it is today. Why my life sucks. Why it's better being a white person than a black person. Why it's this way or that way. Why I'm this, why I'm fat. Right? A lot of people, when they go and they explain that, the why they're fat, they end up explaining how they got fat. Right? It's not even really the why you're fat. It's how you got that way. Oh, I would eat too much and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm depressed and so that causes me to lay in bed or whatever, right? Why are you poor, right? Oh, well, because I come from a poor family and my this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's how you're poor. But why are you poor? And I'm not calling you poor. I'm just saying, right? Like these people, this is what we hear about when people tell us why things are the way they are. This is what I'm here to do, right? This is what I try and teach people. This is one of my core beliefs is that why is completely negotiable, right? And in that is story. You've heard me talk about story. When you create reasons why something is the way it is, what you're doing is you're making that up. You'll have to explore it for yourself to really know this to be the truth. You can't take my word for it. But the more you explore these things, the more you ask yourself questions like, why is the sky blue? Why did I say that? Why they make the movie like that? Right? Why in itself is a word that uncovers intention. And intention is motive, right? And this is so when we things like motivation, where does motivation come from? It comes from why, right? Why is motive? Why'd you do that, right? So that's like your motivation for doing something. And then your how is a different thing. But too many times we get lost. We get those mixed up. And that's so strong and important to understand because, like I said, when I talk to people and they say, my life's so fucked up and I'm losing here and I'm losing there and I can't get this right and I'm whatever, bipolar and anxious and depressed and broke and so-and-so left me, right? All I'm seeing is, okay, you're explaining how these things are here, but you need to decide why it is that way, right? And then now come up with a different reason for why it could be different tomorrow, right? Like you just laid out all these reasons why, and in those reasons why, you made that up. You made that up. You see what I'm saying? Like that's not why. It's even arguably how, right? It's really just a story you're telling yourself to justify the current position that you're in, whether this be a good one or a bad one. So I've talked about this plenty of times when we say about, am I having a good day or a bad day? That's on you. It depends on how you're defining it. You know what I mean? It depends on what your whys are. As Alex is talking about, you gotta find your why, right? It all depends on how you're negotiating that conversation of why things are the way they are. Usually in my life, when I'm trying to use that, I try and pick things that I think are empowering for whys, A lot of times I have resulted to the conversation of it's God, or there's an entity, a spirit, a universe, something out there that's bigger than me that's kind of designing or organizing or keeping everything in a certain flow and on a certain track, right? Something that decides what comes in and out of material and immaterial function, right? So there's something else above me and that's cycling through that. Is that true? Is that the truth? I don't know, And I'd hope that a lot of my grind gang would understand that truth is that. It's completely subjective. Reality in itself is completely subjective because that's reality. Reality is not what happens to you. That's how things are going, right? But reality in itself, really, the way you're experiencing life, the way we're all life, is what happens to me, mixed with the story I tell myself based on what's happened to me, will create this outcome for me, right? It's like the how plus the why will equal what it is, right? And so, like I said, there's a lot of people when you talk to them and they say, for me, a perfect example, when you look at me and you ask me, man, I wonder why this guy's so happy. How did he get that way? How do you guys think I got the way I am? Ultimately positive, like super motivated and inspired and encouraged to continuously do hard things, right? To continuously push myself beyond what all my potential limits are. How do you think I got that way? suffering. I suffered tremendously. Like the most fucked up shit happened to me in my life. You understand? And that got me here and made me that. Like, dude, I talk about this sometimes. I got the skin disease and that shit fucking bedridden me for years. And I used to be depressed and I used to be sick and tired and all these things. And I'm none of those things anymore. Not because of like the fact that they happened to me, right? But I told myself a different story when they did. A lot of people will say, all these things happened to me, and that's why I'm weak today. You made that up, though. That's what you told you your why was. When you look back at your past, you see why you're weak. That's your intention. That's your motivation, to be weak, right? To affirm your current position is, I'm weak. Why? Because of these things, right? Today, I'm in this place that I'm in, and I say, I'm strong as fuck. And people say, well, why? I said, well, because of all these things, right? It's those whys now are justifications for a more positive and affirming story for myself that makes me feel better, that makes me encouraged to come out here and get a different outcome. Because it would be easy to crumble. It would be easy to fall back in bed, lay down completely, give up. And then when people ask me, why are you down today, Rod? Why are you upset today, Rod? Why are you depressed? Why are you anxious? Why are you broken? Why are you tired? Why is your body fucked up? And then people did, they asked me. And I said, oh, well, I got eczema. That was my story. That was my story, right? Because how you know it's a story, Rod? Because it's why. Why's, we just talked about, intrinsically a story. You can never know why. You could think you know why. You could have an idea of why. You know what I mean? It's just like when they try and prove motive in a murder, right? Like you think you know me. You think, oh, perfect example. You think you know me, right? You know why I do this. Why am I Rod the Planner? You know, right? We all know. No, we don't really know. You think you know. You think you know why, because I want to help you, right? Is that really why, though? Could I be hiding some alternative motive? And all, yes. Could people come out here and lie to you? Could they say they want to help you, but really they don't want to help you, right? So the why I'm doing these things is all really kind of, like I said, it's not, you can never prove it, neither here nor there. It's a story you're telling yourself, right? And so you gotta ask yourself, like I said, are you strong? Why? Are you weak today? Why? And it's this story that we tell ourselves I think makes a difference. It's kind of like I told you about that quote, 90% of life is what you think, how you story, the mindset, the why you apply to things. And the other 10% is the how. The what happened to you along the way. I was raped. My daddy left me when I was a kid. Whatever, I got cancer. You see what I'm saying? Like, things happen all the time. That was the funny thing about me. It's not like I don't believe in injustice. You see me guys, I don't really talk about it. But when I was hurt and when I was down and out, I didn't have my injustice was that, God. It was nature. It's funny how you don't get to complain about that. You don't get to complain when a tsunami hits you in the face, right? Everybody's just like, just is. Just sucks. It's just nature. You don't get to say, well, why? Well, he did it to me, and they fucked me up. I tried to. They were like, why are you so sick and fucked up? The doctors, they gave me the stupid medicine, and it fucked me up. Does that matter? Did that heal me? The idea that I knew the doctors are the reason why I got fucked up? No, I was still sick. I was still broken, you see? But I changed my why, though. So I was still broken. I was still sick. They did give me the cream. The cream did fuck me up. Skin fucked up. Mindset fucked up. Sad, depressed, wanted to kill myself. All fucked up, okay? In that time, I said, okay. All right, this is what's happened. This is how it is. Now, why is this happening to you? Is this happening to you because you need to kill yourself? Is that why was this why you're experiencing this? Because the universe, God, life, anything wanted you to just die and be broken by this, and this is how it wanted to end you? I was like, I could believe that if I want to, but geez, then where am I? Then that means it's time to go. And I didn't really want to go. I was like, no, life was cool though. So I said, that's not going to help me here. So I said, okay, well, why is this happening to me? Maybe this is happening to me because I need to strengthen myself. Maybe this is a test for me to overcome. You know, maybe in this, you know, I had already just started learning about the law of attraction. Like just before this started happening to me, I started to get these ideas that my mindset was creating my reality, right? So I had just come up with, and then now all of a sudden I'm hit with the greatest test of my entire life. In that though, I was like, okay, well, you know, like I said, you're either going to give up or I use that as my why. This is your chance to prove to yourself, to the universe, to practice, to understand that your mind can actually overcome your reality. Like what you're experiencing right now. And so I had to prove that to myself. And so I went on a journey, a 4-year-long journey to manifest health in myself, right? To find that again. And when I found that again, then now it's like, now my life is amazing. Now I was talking to somebody the other day in the DMs and I said, when you've actually experienced hell, every other day is heaven. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I know the difference out here. I can tell because people who complain, I can tell you've never actually suffered. Because when you've really, really suffered, everything else by comparison is nothing. You know what I mean? How could if I spilt this water all over myself, right, and I'm wet, people would be like, I'm wet. And I'm like, dang, you're telling yourself something different, right? Your why is, I shouldn't be wet. So, but now that I'm wet, I'm upset because my why, the story I tell myself, right, is that I shouldn't be this way. Or it shouldn't have happened to me, whatever. I'm sitting here thinking in my mind, dude, thank God I could get wet. Like, that's awesome. You see what I'm saying? Like, because at one time, I couldn't do that. At one time, I was like completely bedridden. The idea of my skin getting wet would have been like torture to me, right? And so I could do that now just for the fun of it, you know? And it's like, why? Why I pour that cup of water on my head? And you're thinking, what? Wow, this dude's fucking offish. You know why? Because it doesn't actually do anything. You get wet all the time. Water dries. It was just water. All this will dry on me. This is nothing's fucked here. Nothing's fucked. But we'll think it is. You know what I mean? We'll tell ourselves that it's fucked. Why? Why are you upset today? Because I'm wet. I got all wet. And now my life is fucked up. So? What are you talking about? So you're wet. Wipe yourself off. What? That doesn't mean anything. All that means is that you're wet. Right? Because you're silly. That's what I'm saying. Why you wet today, Rock? Because I wanted to make a point. Right? And I'm not upset. I'm not crying. I'm not emotional about it, right? But when you've really suffered, like I said, it puts everything into perspective. You really start to see that it is all this conversation. When I was super down, I wish I would have poured my water out now. I'm thirsty. When I was down and out, I was still in super great shape. I was working out every day. I was going to the gym. I was working in Afghanistan, like 12-hour days. Now, like I said, I make it sound easy, but I was miserable this whole time. The only way I was able to still continue to produce a different outcome than bedriddenness was the why, right? The story I was telling myself today. So instead, I would be laying in bed and I'd be all super fucked up and just like dying. I had MRSA, so deep fucking skin infections. My skin was melting off completely, right? And I'm all fucked and I'm like, I remember I would call Jessica just crying my eyes out, just like, please, like anything, make this stop. And I was like, and she would tell me too, she'd be like, just come home. What are you doing? Just come home. You don't have to do this. We'll find a way to survive, pay the bills. We'll find a way. You don't have to do this. And so, I mean, she's right. She's right. I didn't have to, but I was telling myself a different story. My why was like, why I was staying there instead of telling myself all the reasons why I had to go home, like why it was so bad for me and why I was so fucked up and why today it was okay for me to be a victim and why I should choose the lower, the defeat, why I should choose defeat, right? Like all the reasons that because I was sick and I was in pain and all of those were there and you could use those. Just like anything, like I said, you can make up any reason why anything is the way it is. Why is the sky blue? Because the light and the reflection and things. Okay, all right, that's why it's blue and not purple. Fine, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's the wavelengths. Bet. And it just is what it is, right? So you know what I mean. Or why is the sky blue today? Because God made it that way. Fair enough. I mean, your guess is as good as mine, buddy, so fuck it. I guess that's what it is, right? But you'll get to choose that, and you'll choose whatever makes you feel strongest. And so in those times, I could have chose the things that made me feel weak, and I would have gone home, and I would have been defeated. Had I chose the reasons why, then I would have, I would have gone home. And then everybody would be like, well, why'd you come back home, Rod? Well, because I was sick, and I had eczema, and then the doctors, they gave me the thing, and all of these are the reasons why I should lose today. But if you watch any movie, and that's why I say it's story, if you watch any movie, I tell you, the journey is not about the hero does nothing and nothing bad happens to him and then he's the hero, right? The story is, through this challenge and that challenge and overcoming this, and Thanos got all the rings and made the snap and still killed everybody. You see what I'm saying? Like, all these things, I got my ass kicked over and over and had every reason to quit. You look at the guys and you're like, dude, come on. I mean, who's going to beat that guy? You can't beat that guy. I understand, bro. You're dead. Look, you've been kicked. Your ribs are probably broken. You fell off buildings. You're fucked up, bro. It's okay. Just lay down. Lay in bed. And that's what society does to us. They say, well, what's wrong with you? I'm depressed. Why? Well, my wife left me and my kids are this and that and blah-de-blah and this and that and this is why I'm all fucking depressed. All right, you're right. Lay down. Yeah, you should die in bed. You're right. Don't ever come back out here again. You're right. You have all the reasons in the world to be fucked. That's not helping you. Just because you see what I'm saying? Like, that's not helping you. It's not helping you. You are in bed. And your outcome will forever be depressed in bed. And it'll be this nasty, stupid loop that they go in. I'm in bed and I'm depressed. Why? Well, because of all these things that happened to me. Okay, so what are you going to do? Be in bed depressed. Why? Well, because of all these things. Something's going to have to change. So and I try and change both. That's how I move people out of their old patterns and the new pattern, right? I said, get the fuck out of bed. Do something different. Go hang out with your friends. Go run. Go read a book. Do anything, right? Anything that puts you in a different mindset, a different pattern that wipes away all this. And in the meantime, when you ask yourself, why are you reading a book and not getting in bed and all these things? And I say, because you're depressed. Fucker, that's what you just said. Why lay in bed? Because I'm depressed. So these things are linked. You want to do this forever? No, you don't. You want to change something. So either A, you're going to change the story. Why are you reading a book today, Rod? Because I'm depressed. And I don't want to be depressed forever. So I need to do something to undepress myself, right? Or let it go. I'm not depressed anymore. So what are you going to do today? Go enjoy my life. Go have a good day. Go hang out with my friends. Why? Because I'm not depressed. I'm happy. That's why. Why are you smiling? Because I'm a happy person. Duh. Well, okay, see, right? I'll leave you with this. Because this is great. This is why I always tell people to smile. It's the perfect exercise for this, all right? You could change the what and the why at the same time. Right now you have a still face. And then people say, well, I ask myself, why are you not smiling? Well, because I don't have anything to smile about. Okay, fine. You can go in that circle all day long and that'll keep you not smiling, because trust me, there's plenty of things to not smile about out here, right? So you're not smiling. Now, I tell myself, why are you not smiling, Rod? I don't know. That's a good question, Rod. I'm a happy person. I love my life. I'm grateful. Why am I not smiling? I better smile, right? And then, whatever. Maybe I don't have a lot of things that I'm grateful for or excited for because I haven't developed a very strong why in my mind yet. So I say, why aren't you smiling? Well, because I don't have anything to smile about. Well, maybe you should smile anyways, so that way maybe you can think of some things that you'll have to smile about. Right? And I said, all right, I'll give that a shot. And so I'm looking in the mirror and I'm smiling. And I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. Why are you doing that with your face? And then you start laughing. And then you start kind of liking it. And then you're like, why are you smiling? And it's like, because you silly fool. Because look at you be smiling for no reason. Why you be smiling like that for no reason? You so funny. You just keep smiling, right? And then so that just, then all of a sudden the loop changes. Now it's like, why are you smiling? Because, dude, sometimes you got to smile. Sometimes smiling just makes you feel better internally. And so sometimes I just got to put a smile on my face because sometimes I'd be down. I don't be feeling good. Sometimes I'd be getting a lot of inputs into my mind and my spirit. I'd be reading things and I don't feel good. So I should smile. That way I will feel good. And then I do. And then I end up, right? The cycle changes. And so you try that every day. You ask yourself, why? I ask myself constantly, why you do that? Why you say that? Why are you acting like this right now, Rod? I'm unhappy. Well, why? Why are you unhappy? And then listen to yourself. You know what I mean? Listen to yourself. Well, why are you unhappy? Well, because nobody likes me. Is that true, Sherrod? Nobody likes you? You don't got no friends. Well, I got one friend. Okay, all right. So what's up with that one? Like, let's talk about the one friend you have, right? Let's change our story of why. Why are you upset today? Well, because I only have one friend. Okay, well, fine. Hey, that's better than having no friends, isn't it? All right, keep working your way up the ladder, right? Keep working your way into this better, more positive, affirming conversation. So, I love you, Mom. I see you. See you in a couple days. Happy 4th. Smile for 2-3 minutes, and your brain chemicals will actually change. Dude, within seconds. Actually, if you just hold that smile within a matter of minutes, just smiling is one of those things, like you said, it's locked to your brain chemistry, so it goes back and forth. When you see other people smile, it makes you smile. When you see yourself smiling, it makes you smile. When other people see you smiling, it makes them smile. And so this is the thing, but that's what I'm saying. People act like these two things they have no control over either one. Their mind and their like I said, why aren't you smiling today? I'm like, so? You don't need anything to smile about to make yourself smile. You can smile no matter what. Just do it. Bite a pencil. It's like even pretending to smile. Like, trust me, you can smile whether you got a reason why or not to. Right? But you get stuck in that. That's how strong why is over your mind and your body. You know? So you gotta ask yourself today, why don't you dance in the rain? Why are you afraid to pour a cup of water on your head? Why are you upset that traffic is slow? Why that make you mad? Right? And when you really start to ask yourself and you really start to answer that question for yourself, you start realizing that there's no reason. I have no reason to get upset over slow traffic. It is what it is. Can't wait to get that. That's my next tattoo. I don't know where I'm gonna get it yet, but it is what it is. And it just is. Shit just is what it is. Like, that's how much I learned to have that conversation. Now I don't even give a fuck. Like, dude, I've gotten so in tune with the idea that I'm making up all these whys that I don't even make them up anymore. I don't even waste my time. I tell myself this all the time. Until you know why, right? Like, I don't really care what you got to say. This is just true. Like, at this point, I got all life figured out to me, right? Which is nobody knows shit. We're all just pretending. We're all walking around with our facts and our fancy shirts and whatever. We're reading the stars, or we got books. Whatever you think you got. Whatever you think you know. You read this book. Or you read that book, or whatever. So-and-so told you the secret sauce, or whatever. I uncovered the tumor, whatever. Everybody think they got the sauce, and they know why it is the way it is. They think they all do. I study every religion, all of them. This is why, because God said this and that, and God, you don't fucking know. You don't fucking know. You never been there. I know you never been there. Who been on the other side? Who here's tasted death and came back? Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been over there. You don't know why. So anytime I hear somebody and they pretend to know why, I know you a false, whatever you call it, false prophet, right? You lying. You don't know why. You don't know why coronavirus is what it is. Stop it. You don't know. We studied the numbers. Bro, y'all fuck that shit up all the time. Science fucks shit up all the time. Y'all used to try and tell me the earth was flat. And you was dead fucking serious too. They look people just like me and you, square in the eye. It was like, the world is flat. And we was like, yep, that sounds about right. Yep. Until somebody else came up and was like, whoa, that was fucking wrong. And then they're like, oh, okay, it was wrong. My bad. This is the new. So, you know what I'm saying? You making it up. In the end, we're making it up. We're all playing house out here. You don't know why life is the way it is. We don't know what it's for. I don't know why you're here. You don't know why you're here. So make that shit up and have fun. Go at it, right? Make that shit up and then get the fuck out here and do it. Why are you happy today? Because I made up all this stuff. Because God loves me. Great. God loves you and you're happy. Get out here. Go and be happy, right? Why are you happy today? Because I got my kids and my family and on this and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Why are you happy today? Because Trump's my president. All right, good for you. There you go. There's your why, right? Is Trump really your friend? Does Trump really want you to be happy and successful today? He gives a fuck about you? Trump doesn't know who you are. So, I doubt he gives a fuck about you. But, whatever. You tell yourself whatever story you need to tell yourself today that makes you feel fucking good. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. You're gonna do it regardless. Okay? You're gonna tell yourself a story. Because the idea I've flirted with it for a long time. Of not knowing why is scary as fuck to humans, right? Like I said, if you really do, you just like, when you start figuring out that you're like sand in an hourglass, you know, you start being like all scared of that. And so you make up these reasons why. And we all do. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Yes, because you're on an adventure with your family. I love that. And I bet you're having a blast. And the more you focus on that, the more fun you'll have. And the more people will be like, why are you having so much fucking fun, Brandy? And you'll be like, because I'm on this amazing adventure with my family. And they'd be like, oh, wow. You know, that's me too. Every day they'd be like, why are you having such a good day today, Rod? Because I fucking woke up. Duh. What else did you need? I don't know what you needed, right? You tell yourself all kinds of why it's got to be this way, and it's got to be that guy, and they got to not say this word, or they better not raise my taxes, or whatever. So and so over there ran a red light, and now I'm mad. Is that really why you mad? Probably not, but you know what I'm saying? Well, I hope I got this conversation through today. I know it's kind of a weird way to pose it, but really what I'm just trying to say is story, man. Story is everything. The reasons you tell yourself why things are the way they are going to create the reasons why things are the way they are. And the way things are, right? Like the only reason you'll come up with those whys is to justify whatever they are. So if you want to change the way things are, right? Change your whys. Right? Change all the reasons why they are what they are. So today you're weak because XYZ. Change that to today I'm strong because of XYZ. Or maybe it's today I'm strong because of ABC. Maybe XYZ don't make you strong at all. So fuck XYZ. Today you're strong because of ABC. Whatever. You see? But you can change that why. Everybody does it every single day. Why Christians out here so deep into Christianity? Because they really believe that's why. And that's fine. That's fine. I ain't mad at you. Believe that. You know? Whatever. So believe that. Whatever you're going to believe, just like I always say, whatever you believe to be true will definitely 100,000% be true for you. So run that shit. Or let go of that shit if it's fucking you up. If you keep looking and keep telling yourself why I'm fat, that's just going to keep you fat, right? Start telling yourself today why you can unfat yourself. Or today you can be healthy. Today you can be fit. Today you can be happy. Today you can be rich. Tell yourself the story why you can be rich. Why can you be rich today? I guarantee you, if you learn to answer that question, you will be rich today. Today. If you can figure out why you're rich today, you will be rich today. Hell, I'm wealthy than a motherfucker today. You know why? Because they only make about $2 a month in India. That's crazy, right? I think, let me see, hold on, wait. I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is why I say if you live in America, you're wealthy. Global poverty line. Global poverty line. Oh, yes. The global poverty line today is $1.90 a day. $1.90 a day. So if you're making anything more than $1.90 a day, I think you're doing pretty damn good for yourself today, and you should be proud. All right. I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you so soon. Have a great day. It's 4th of July. Love your family. Love your friends. Just love people today. It doesn't have to always be so fucking political. Just sit down with your friends and enjoy it, or don't. Hustle, grind, right? Today, I'm like, why are you going to hustle and grind? Because it's just 4th of July. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I was just born here. I don't need to take a day off for this, right? That's my why. My whys are different. But whatever you're going to do today, have fun. Know why you're going to do it. And then, like I said, I hope you get the results you're looking for. All right. I love you so much. Peace.